Warning, the following guide to the Palace of the Four Swords is only for the GBA, Switch, DS, 3DS, and GBA emulator. This will not work for the SNES. Welcome to the final episode of Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past DX. We have the Palace of the Four Swords, but we still have this annoying asshole that's blocking the way. So RV Man, is there a way to do this without having to play Four Swords because you can't find anybody to do this? Of course! There are several steps. And step 1 is to glitch out Thieves Town. Believe you me, it's gonna be trial and error to do this. For you see, it doesn't matter what ledge you do this to. And yeah, I did mention we have to come back here, and here we are now. So, you're gonna have to jump, and when he says, ha! You got to press the mirror at that exact time. Unlike me, who is failing miserably. You can do this at any ledge, so long as you manage to get to the second step. Hold on, give me a second, I might get it. I got it! Alright, now for step 2. Make it to the room with the skull pod unscathed and then use the Pegasus boots. Go to part 10 for Thieves Town's layout. And this is the part where we need to go. It's basically heading towards the big key and the compass, but you have to climb up the stairs, but not run into anything. And I've just proved also that you can pick up something with this glitch. All you have to do is just run into the wall and you'll be here. And now step 3, we break into the Palace of the Four Swords. But you gotta be careful because you might break the game. However, before I continue on, anybody want to do this honestly? Get the Switch version, it's the best version to play Four Swords. It'll at least allow you to do that on or offline. Otherwise, we'll continue on to break into the Palace of the Four Swords by simply going to the right, and then go to the left a little bit, and then hold down. And we should be able to pass through not just this area, pass through the boss, who glitched out, and pass straight through the first area of the Four Swords Palace. And here we are. Oh, God have mercy, this area. Okay, we're gonna have to leave also because the textures is messed up because of the fact he broke into the Palace of the Four Swords. Now, thing of the matter is, if you did this legitly, like beat all of the palaces and Four Swords, and then you began it in Cave here, it would be a lot easier to just simply get into the palace without the textures messing up. But you have to go downstairs and it'll fix the textures. Now, I have a preparation for this palace, and that is 2 bottles of all-purpose potion and 2 fairies. Oh, and if you think you're going to come in here with either the Cane of Burna or the Magic Cape, you're sadly mistaken. It's not going to work. So, we're going to have to wait till the water, or should I say the torch, dies out. I'm going to end up having to take some hits, but we're going to have to wait for the torch to die out. This is the only thing we have to do, because up ahead is something very nasty and despicable. And by nasty and despicable, I mean, I hope you like boss rushes in the last part, because that is literally the gist of the entirety of this. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Damn it! I was close. Yeah, that's the thing. If you're using the torch, this is a challenging room. But if you're using a fire rod, at least you're giving yourself a little bit of leeway. We're almost there. We're almost there. Come on. We can do this. Come on. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Come on. Yes! And oh, that's the only room we had to do this in. Oh, right, and by the way, we gotta be careful of the jellyfish, otherwise known as Bari, because they're going to either A, hook shot on top of you, just like the spores did with, this fight with Ark. God damn it, he electrified me. And they actually do more damage when they're electrified. That's the thing about this godforsaken dungeon. Everything hurts. And you want to know what else is worse? If you're coming in here with the blue mail or the green mail, you're a dead man. Plain and simple. You need the golden sword. You're gonna need not only that, but the hook shot just to beat this boss. And also, there's one other thing you're gonna need. Hammer, you're gonna need the silver arrows. Definitely the silver arrows. And what else is you're gonna need? Oh, right. There is one other thing you're gonna need. The fire rod, you're gonna need you're going to need a cane of Somalia, definitely, to get through this too. So yeah, coming in here without any of those items is a mistake. It is actually suicide, and I will not attempt that. So this is basically a pain in the ass, because these Bari will electrify. But at the exact same time, there's a boss that is similar to this asshole, known as Baronade. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you all remember him. Link to the Past. Not Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time, sorry. Yes, there's a boss similar to that. Has the same format, except replace the hook shot with the boomerang. Can the boomerang actually kill the Bari? No. And unfortunately, unlike with normal Bari, you can't just hook shot it to death. Alright, now for the hard part. Argus will try to swim into you. He'll swim faster than he did before, and leave him behind water drops as he spins. Now, he can run into your sword. At the exact same time, those water drops will seek you out and try to kill you. And Argus is actually pretty damn powerful this time. As you can see, this is a catastrophe, and there's a lot of people cringing at the fact of how I do in this fight, because I'm sorry. I cannot, for the life of me, do this no damage. And I just lost the fairy. Fan-freaking-tastic. The funny thing is, we're going to do this from perspective, somewhat, but not actually. Oh shit, here it comes. At least when it dashes into you, it leaves itself wide open. Got a few more hits on it. Come on. There we go. Got him. That's just one of 4, ladies and gentlemen. One of 4 bosses. And from the perspective of anyone who does this glitch, I'm gonna say, you're gonna have to do this on one run if you're doing the glitch. Because if you don't do this legitly or do this in another method, guess what? You ever leave this palace, you're gonna have to start all over again. And am I gonna start all over again from this? No, because there's an alternative method for those who are using emulators. But other than that, I'll get to that later. Right now, step 4. A showdown with the Helmasaur King. Again. Oh, god damn it, he's here. Okay, here's the thing. There are 4 different directions that you could go. This room, you have to kill everything within a matter of time. Well, not really in a matter of time. You could just basically... Oh, he died before he actually fell off the cliff. Okay, that works. I was about to say you can kill them before the room collapses, but it doesn't matter. Also use the Pegasus boost to bounce back. Now then, this is where I have to use the Cane of Burna. Or the boomerang. Use the boomerang. That's what I meant to do. You can't use the hook shot. Hook shot won't go through. So, on that note, no, wrong one, RD. It's alright, RD. You're gonna actually realize you have to use the boomerang. Oh, yeah, you're definitely gonna have to use the boomerang. Okay, boomerang it is. Now then, I'm gonna need the hammer. And see, that's the reason. That thing's the reason why I need the hammer. So let's grab the hammer, shall we? Not good. Not good. Alright, we just need to, cry. And we're gonna throw a... There we go, we're gonna throw the... Now we're gonna throw the can there. And I think... Oh, fuck. You. Ugh. This asshole almost killed me back in part 9. No, wait. It was part 8. It was part 8, actually. Yeah. He's an asshole. Oh, wait. No, Thieves' Town was actually part 11. Damn it! Ah! No, wait, no, I was right. Hold on, wait, I was right. Part 8 was the Dark Castle. No, Dark Palace was part 8. Yes, part 8 was Dark Palace. So, yeah. Oops. I made a mistake. It was actually part 12 Thieves' Town was in. Oh, and by the way, while I am premature, that's not gonna hurt. That's not gonna hurt the helmet sword key. You're gonna have to slash it. And I mean you're gonna have to slash it good. You're gonna have to slash it until... Oh god. Well, let's use my last bottle. Let's use my last bottle now. Almost accidentally put the damn game on sleep mode again! Oh, and now he's got Helmasaur babies! No! Okay, it's alright, we got this. We just need to strike him a little bit more. Eventually the helmet will come back. There it is! Alright, now we're gonna have to use the hammer again one more time. At least the hammer works on the Helmasaurs completely. No, don't get anything else. Thank you. You want to use the bombs? By all means, no, don't. Because the hammer is the only thing this time around that can actually hurt the Helmasaur King's helmet this time. Bombs will do diddly squat. Damn. Superpowered recolors. This really is Final Fantasy, isn't it? Just a little bit more. We got this. That's not epic dodging. This is epic failure. I know. You could have done this with your hands tied behind your back, doing a handstand while singing on the little teapot. I know, but it's really hard for me not to get hit, especially when the enemies do more damage with the damn red tunic on. Come on, break open, break open, break open. Thank you! Now I only got one shot. If I miss this, I'm okay. I'm not gonna miss it this time. I was about to say, if I mess this up, he'll put on his helmet again, and I'll have to break the thing open again. So, ooh, thank God. Now that's sword number 2! Huzzah! I have a bad feeling about this. I really do. In case people are wondering, yeah, I actually left the palace and actually restored my health. And, yeah. We're gonna go on to step 5 now, because step 5 is a little bit more frustrating than step 4. That's the hardest one, actually. Step 5. 3 Methulas are worse than 1. Dear Lord, that's a true statement. Well, time for us to fight. And these guys didn't drop anything. That's messed up. So, on that note, you can't see anything because it is dark as hell and there are Octoroks on the ground. We haven't seen Octoroks in quite some time. I mean, yeah. These Octoroks are, they're there. So on that note, I'll just take those rupees and just run straight to the stairs. This one's not too hard. We just gotta go to the right. Or the left, actually, the left. Oh, I think we know what's going on here. Yeah, I did say Mathuma is the boss. I did say that. Okay, hook shot time. If this is anything like the, sorry. If it's anything like the, I'm trying to think of how, oh yeah, the Skull Woods, this would not be a problem. The maze wouldn't be a problem. If anything, at the end of the maze is a switch that I need to use the Cane of Samaria on. It's one of those switches, isn't it? Yep. So, with that said, we just shimmy on through, and we got a third part. Okay, let's first clear the room. So, once the room is cleared, then all we have to do is use the boomerang, actually. There's a blue block blocking the way on both ends. So, we're going to have to use the boomerang from a different angle to get through. And I'm going to have to get this skull out the way. That way it'll be a little easier for me to pass through. Just to make sure I can see that. Alright. So, with that said, we're going to need to use the cane. So, we're going to have to toss a block far off distance over there. Boom! Add tossing skills. Why am I stuck? Never mind. Alright, we're good. Now that we've got through here. Oh, God have mercy. I hate this boss. I hate this boss with a passion. Nothing I can use is gonna hurt it. Not even the fire rod. Fire rod's not gonna do jack shit to it this time. Whoa. The actual Mathula is gonna stop because the other two will not move. However, when you kill one of the fake Mathulas, bees will appear. Fun fact, if you actually catch one of the bees and use it on Mathula, it'll go after the real Mathula. Did I try it? Yes. Because I actually did beat this once. And I forgot how to do it again. So, here's the other thing you need to understand. Sometimes Mathula will actually stop on the well, sometimes the Mathula clones will stop and you still can't tell the difference. But I managed to only use one potion. And, well, we're gonna need some more potions. Because, God forbid, actually this one's gonna be pretty easy, but this palace is still no joke. It is going to take you down and take you out. So with that said, it's time for us to go to step 6, which is Pit Tennis with Blind. Yeah, we're going to be doing that. And, of course, I got my magic refilled. The last area we need to go is not there. We've already been there. It's the downstairs area that I went there and... Actually, not this one. It's this one, yes. Almost went to the wrong one for a second there. Oh, by the way, the only thing you gotta do here is kill the light lights. Even if you want to light the torches, you don't need to. You're just killing the light lights and going about your merry business. There's literally nothing else here. Nope. Go this way. And this seems a little bit hard to how are you supposed to get through this? Real simple, folks. That's what the silver arrows are for. Silver arrows can actually break pucks. So too can the sword. Remember that, because that will actually help you in Ganon's palace. I've already mentioned that. Alright, so with that said, instead of trying to bounce off, hook shot, and there we go. Now we're in the room where we're going to have to clear out the area. Okay, let's clear out the area with the... I'm starting with... You know what? I'm going to use the bombos. I'm going to use the bombos. And I just got hit. That's it, bombos. All of you are dead. All of you are going to die now. If you hear any fireworks in the background, this was done on 4th of July. So yeah, I was literally on demon time. So, on that note, let's just go into the room. And now, that's awkward. What's my uncle doing here? Oh, it's blind. He even used the quote at the beginning of the game. Okay, so blind. Blind will actually do 1 hit of damage. Thing is, you're gonna have to hit him at his torso, not his head. You'll have to hit him to the point where his head falls off. And now for the hard part. You'll have to reattach his head to his body. That's the first hit. So now you're gonna have to decapitate him again. Unlike before, where his head will fall off and decapitate him. And you'll know that he's about to die with the floating heads that's going in the room. Now, you've got 2 floating heads firing at you. First it was 1. Then there's 2. Oh, so close. Okay. None of your heads. One. And hold on. We just need to ricochet his head again. Come on. Oh yeah, and the heads will actually shoot lasers this time. We're gonna use another potion. We need to use a potion, don't we? Alright, let's hit him 1 good time. And before I say anything else, yeah, the alternate method that I use to try to keep myself from having to start this stupid palace all over again, I'm gonna say, yeah, it's dishonorable, people are gonna hate me, people are gonna down me, but dude, I'm playing the goddamn game. And I'm on demon time. Ain't no time for me to start this whole palace all over again by simply jumping into Thieves' Town again. That was tedious the first time, and it'll be tedious again. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2. Alright, we've got 1 more head to hit him with, and we'll be done with the Palace of the 4 Swords 4 bosses. And with the ricochet shot, we killed Blind. Alrighty then. Blind is done, and that's sword number 4. So now we can actually go into the actual middle area. So that said, I gotta show you something. Because if you're playing this legitly, and you beat 4 swords, and also beat Ganon, you'll be able to do this! Without having to come back to pay, and without having to worry about going back to Thieves' Town. Now then, for those of you who aren't doing this legitly and is using the emulator, there you go! That's how I got in and out. So it saved myself some time, because I was basically doing this primarily to show you how to beat the dungeon. And by the way, you can still legitly do this on the Switch. You gotta pay money though. But now, it's time for the final step, which is facing off against the 4 Dark Links. Jesus Christ, I am still ill-prepared, even though I have the means to beat them. I am still ill-prepared. Unfortunately, I think the best way to actually beat him is with force, because even with the cape, and even with the cane of Verna, you are not gonna stand a chance. Like talking about it. However, there is a way you can win. Oh, and by the way, this gives me shades of the Shadow Temple. The Shadow Temple literally got that. Oh, here we go. Kinda have no choice but to stand in the middle. Because these pricks, the 4 Dark Links. Let's begin. First and foremost, the green one. He will slash you, and he will use the Pegasus boots. He doesn't hit as hard. It's the others that hit hard. And just like all of the bosses here, you come in without the golden sword. It's gonna take longer. Much longer. It's only taking this long because of the golden sword. I promise you, it'll take a whole lot longer without it. Oh, and the Pegasus Dash actually does some damage. I didn't take too much damage from him. The red one, though, that's when it's going to start getting harder. Because not only does he have the Pegasus Dash, he now has the spin attack just like you. Not just the spin attack, no, the Hurricane Spin. You can do that too, but you're going to have to go through great lengths in order for you to do the Hurricane Spin. I mean, it would be fun to do the Hurricane Spin for the actual game, but the Hurricane Spin, how shall I put it? It is not the safest method in this game. Not at all. Yet these guys, it's probably one of the most powerful moves that you've ever faced. However, it leaves them wide open when they does it. And I think I tried to lock him into a stun lock where he'll leave himself wide open with the Hurricane Spin. That's the only thing I can hardly tell you. Because, yeah, while the Red Link is actually doing some damage, the Hurricane Spin will actually do the most damage from the Red Link. Just think. Picture that, but now with more stuff. The Blue Link will now have the cape just like you and the Quake Medallion to work with. Oh boy! So yeah, you've got your hands cut, you've got your work cut out for you, because now he does more damage than the other two Links. And let's also not forget one other thing. He also has the Quake, which will do 3. He has the Pegasus charge too, so bear that in mind. So, I'd watch out for you if I were you. And one other thing, he also backdashes whenever he's about to get slashed. Well, we're done with the blue one. Now for the purple. I tried to sucker punch the purple and he blocked it. Oh, purple does the most damage. Purple's an asshole. Purple is an asshole. He not only has everything the blue, red, and green Link does, he also can fire sword beams. And on top of the fact that he can actually go a longer distance with the Hurricane Spin. And if I'm not mistaken, he can charge too? Yeah, this is gonna be the toughest battle. I am going to probably get my ass kicked 6 ways from Sunday. He's doing 3.5 hearts with 1 jump. That is some bullshit. I'm getting close to beating him though, I think. This is nearing the end at least. I know, the playthrough is already tainted. You probably jumped off because of that mission. You know what? I wanted to try to get this over with done and quick, because I was supposed to have this done last week. And this week should have been the final episode, but no. shit happens. Uh-oh. I'm now down to fairies. This ain't good. This ain't good at all. And I'm down to my last fairy. I gotta finish this now. I know what you're thinking. Why aren't I using my magic cape? Here's the answer. Cause, I don't know. I just don't know. Why aren't I using the cape of the staff of Burna? I would have finished him off right then and there. I don't know! But, he's about to go down. He's down to his last leg. Cause he's starting to fire. Oh, nope, never mind, he's dead. He's dead. And that's all 4 of the Dark Links. I lost everything. Everything! My dignity, probably a lot of subscribers. Everything just to finish this damn palace. Oh, God have mercy. And now we have the alternate palace. Apparently, or alternate ending. Apparently, this is basically the ending where Link does not succeed in defeating Ganon. And he had to steal the 4 swords away because Ganon corrupted them. So the more reason why 4 Swords Adventures exist. So, yeah. This is an alternate version of the happy ending that you saw back in the last part. All the names. This used to be Gargoyle's Domain. Oh, no, it's Thieves' Town still, but they used to call it Gargoyle's Domain. And yes, the Ice Palace. The Ice Palace, that was changed, but it still had its tedium. But it's not as bad as people make it out to be. Granted, got a lot of backtracking, but still. No, this palace is a piece of shit. Even in the GBA version, it's still a piece of shit. God help me that I ever have to play that dungeon ever again. I'll never ever go back to Misery Mire again. And Turtle Rock is done too, and oh god, I don't want to see those things again either. And of course, the bully and his friend is still stuck in the Dark World, and Ganon's tower is there with no Ganon, basically. And then there's the pyramid. All the Cyclops are playing catch with bombs. And the Cyclops is using a big bomb with the hole in the damn palace. So, there's the Helmasaur King. I never want to see that guy again. Argus. I never want to see you again either. Actually, I have unfortunately no choice but to see Argus again in Majora's Mask, sadly. Mathula. I never want to see this son of a bitch again either, even though he literally killed himself. Yeah, he literally killed himself. Blind. Okay, Blind wasn't so bad. I mean, I laid smackdown on him and made him a bitch, but Blind wasn't so bad. I mean, the rematch with him, it was a little bit, it caught me off guard, but that's the fun rematch out of the 4 stories. Cold Stare. Fun fact, I didn't know this, but when the ice actually hit you, you weren't able to do anything because you're temporarily unable to use your weapons. And Vitreous. Ugh, I never want to see this asshole again either. Unfortunately, this asshole comes back again. Trinex, he comes back too. Well, sort of. But he does come back. He comes back in Link Between Worlds, and he's still a pain in the ass. But he's not as bad as you think he is. Still, Aghanim, for all it's worth, he was so-so. Still easy, even in the rematch. And Ganon. If it wasn't for invincibility frames, it would be a horrible fight. But invincibility frames literally made me quickly kick his ass. So yeah, that was Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past DX. And my final thought. I actually do love this game. I really do, and it was the fact that I got it when I was very young. Like, well, I wouldn't say very young, I was in my 20s. Still, I got the game when the GameBoy Advance first came out. I had fun with it. And it was this version, not the SNES, when I finally beat Legend of Zelda after the 12 years. Or should I say the 7 years, actually, where the game pissed me off and I rage quit at, Misery Mire. But needless to say, it was hard for me to find some people who paid for swords. But someone actually did manage to borrow my game, play 4 swords with somebody, and then give the game back to me. And I'm like, here, you can go ahead and play the Palace. I'm like, okay. Why didn't you just use your own Game Boy to play with me? And he's like, I don't know, just cause. So I just went there, played the Palace of the 4 Swords, and that was the one time I played it, and the Palace obviously kicked my ass. And I barely survived, and I haven't played it since. And by the way, that was like 2002 when I played it. So what you saw there was me struggling. That's how I won. So yeah, and it wasn't really necessarily the first time I played this. But again, I was on Demon Time, and I did promise this. And unfortunately, me being stupid and using the game on sleep mode, yeah, that kind of screwed things up. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we're done with The Legend of Zelda DX. And yeah, I know, playthrough ruined, because I did what I did. Still, I just had to get it done. And with that said, as you can see, I used Barry about 72 times. The many times I got killed. It's just ridiculous. By the way, 7 of those times was in the 4 Swords Palace alone. And at least 2 or 3 of them were Eternal Rock. So yeah, that's something else. So on that note, I'll see you all on Friday or should I say next Thursday, because this will be up next Friday and Thursday, with the newest playthrough. This is RVMan985. Peace out, take care, and I hope you're ready for a surprise.